I'm gonna try and untie whatever rope is here. And as I'm doing it, you didn't tie up Chucky, right?
No, I'm sitting on him.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Survive This Crit RPG Edition Part 4. Let's pick it up where we left off.
Because he actually rolled very badly, one of them, you dodge, he accidentally hurts Andy.
What? Oh no! Okay.
And the knife actually lands it cuts Andy's leg.
Oh no. Andy, I promise you're gonna be okay. Go up the stairs.
And now Chucky's really mad at you, because he's like, you whore, you rah! You're gonna hopefully bleep me out for a lot of this here.
I will, but I have never heard you swear this much, and I love it.
You whore, how dare you? That's my body. Don't make me cut it. Now, it's your turn again, Kylie.
Okay, so at this point, if I can't make the verbal action of, like, trying to encourage Andy to go up the stairs and, like, try to leave, not leave the building, but, like, to go upstairs to get some space so he doesn't get hurt, that may be a choice. And then at this point, how close is Chucky to me? Like, is he within easy striking distance, like where I could just grab him and pin him down? Or
because he struck at you and you were in between him and Andy, but then you dodged, and then he ended up slicing Andy, he is now between you and Andy.
Okay.
And he's about, like, he's like right in front of you. That's how we'll put it.
Perfect. Okay. So basically, I want to take the brawl action, and what I want to do is, like, I want to pin him down and try to pound at his chest with my fist.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for brawl.
Okay. Because he's 3 feet tall, so I feel like being able to knock him over shouldn't be that hard. But I do try to encourage Andy to go up the stairs. I got a 7 for my brawl.
Ooh, very nice.
Which is below my 5th.
Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna say you get to roll a d4 twice.
Okay. A 4
Okay.
and a 3.
Ooh, very good, very good. So you get him for 7 damage.
So yeah, but basically what I do is I want to make sure that my next turn, if possible, I'm still sitting on top of him. Like, I want to use my body weight to pin him down, and then use my fist to just, like, drive it toward his chest to try to, like, break some ribs or whatever is most human part of it.
He definitely grunts in pain, and you got him pinned down. He's struggling to break free, and we're going back to CB with his blind shenanigans. What are you doing, CB?
Where did he go? What happened to Andy?
Can I fill him in on this, or does that take an action? Because I obviously feel bad that he's completely in the dark.
You can definitely fill him in on this, for sure.
Okay. I do yell from across the room. I'm like, I'm currently sitting on top of Chucky, and I told Andy to go up the stairs to protect himself.
Did he?
That's actually, that's a DM question.
Well, did you say earlier that you untied him?
Oh, no, I didn't untie him!
So he's stuck there still.
No.
And
I
he's
turn
bleeding.
around like, what are you doing, Andy?
Move! He's just looking at you like... Okay.
So, I'm sorry, Andy can't talk right now, but
Leave a
currently
message.
I'm sitting on Chucky. If you get your sight back, you'll see us on the other side of the room. I'm sorry I led you astray, but I couldn't have you accidentally hurting us.
Is there anything you want to say to respond to that?
I think both as a player and my character would both say, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I'm just going to run in a straight... Well, I'm not going to run, but I'm going to, like, jog over to where I think I can hear Kylie.
Oh,
and not take any swings, but see if I can't blindly inspect and apply some kind of first aid to Andy, knowing that he got hurt.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to ask you, roll for luck to see if you actually go in that general direction.
Okay. I was going to say, can I accidentally step on Chucky?
We'll see. Depends on how good you roll.
So my luck is currently at a 67. I rolled A 23.
Okay.
I don't know if there's halves or anything like that, but I believe that is below what half would be. But it doesn't look like there's a note for that.
You succeeded. You definitely got a hard success in your luck roll. So I'm going to say that you don't step on you don't step on Chucky along the way, but you do happen to get towards the right direction, and you're able to feel around, and you feel the body of a child. So, you don't know if it's Andy or not. I'm not going to tell you because you're blind.
Does he hear
Yeah.
anything?
I guess at this point he would be able to feel, like, if he kept feeling around, you would feel the rope, and you could then tell, like, this might be Andy.
I'm going to try and untie whatever rope is here. And as I'm doing it, you didn't tie up Chucky, right?
No, I'm sitting on him.
All
Your
right,
choice,
so
but okay.
that's going to be a different action, which I'm going to say we'll have to wait till the next round.
Gotcha.
Chucky's screaming and yelling, and he just goes, ah! And he goes and bites your wrist, Kylie.
Oh, that's nice. Plastic teeth.
And he succeeds.
No!
He bites your wrist, and he's doing great when he actually hits. You get 4 damage.
Oh my gosh. Dang, I have 5 HP. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I scream with that one, but I still sit on him.
If he had gotten a bigger success, he would have been enough to, like, make you retract your arm,
Off. Yeah.
roll off.
That makes sense.
He got a regular success, so it just hurts you.
Okay.
So it's your turn now.
I would like to put my rifle, like, right on his chest and shoot him.
Okay, if you do that, you're going to release. When you said you pinned him down,
Mm-hmm.
I assumed you're on all fours trying to pin down his arms and legs, right?
My butt is sitting on his legs. Like, I'm sitting on his legs and his lower end, and, like, using my knees to, like, kind of pin down his arms.
Okay. Using your knees to pin down his arms.
Like, I can awkwardly try to show this in the camera.
No. I'm picturing it. Okay. So then we'll just say, like, earlier when he bit you, that wasn't your wrist. It was your leg. It was your knee. He bit. So if you reach, this is going to give him a moment of opportunity to try and break free, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So let's see. He'll roll.
Well, so I am just reaching behind me, and I'm using my legs to pin him down. But yeah, that's completely fair that he has a chance.
Roll for strength right now, and we're going to see who gets a better success.
Okay. Oh. What did you get?
He got a fail.
I got a fail too.
Okay. In that case, because you both got the same failure, he meets it technically. So he is able to struggle free and break out of your pin, but you get to reach your gun and you can make your action at this point.
Okay, so now is he, like, right in front of me because he
Yes.
struggled out? Okay, so I don't have to roll for disadvantage this time, would I? Because he's right in front of me.
No, you still got to roll for disadvantage. I set that as a blanket rule. I know.
I know why you did that because it's very effective. Ooh, okay, so my lowest was a 50, which means.
Which means you successfully hit.
Yeah, so I do, as he's, like, struggling on his knees, I aim and go.
All right. So for a rifle, you get to roll a d6 and add 1 to it.
That is 3 plus 1 of 4 damage.
Ooh, okay. You blast off, and you successfully blow off one of his arms.
Nice. Can it be the knife arm? Is that possible? Do we get to be that picky?
Sure, it can be the knife arm. It could be the right arm. All right. Agent CB, your go. What are you doing? You're at Andy right now. Still blind.
I don't know that. I'm blind. I'm trying to untie this rope that I think is on Andy.
Okay. So you're trying to untie the rope. Is there, like, a knot tying skill of some kind? Since you don't have an official skill for it, we'll just
Sleight
roll
of
for luck
hand?
and see what you
Sleight
get.
of
Can we do
hand?
sleight of hand to undo the knot?
Okay, sure. Sleight of hand. Undo the knot.
Yes. It's not great. It's
But you got to roll with disadvantage because you're blind.
well, that doesn't matter. That's a 76 and then a 29.
Oh,
All right, so I'm assuming with the 76 it fails.
Correct. My
You
sleight of hand is
are just kind of fumbling around with this knot. You don't know what you're doing.
It would be nice
You
if
can't
I wasn't blind right now.
Okay. Kylie.
So how many rounds of blood of?
Yeah.
That was your last
Insanity, so-
round, so.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
So-
you, Lord.
Back to Chucky. Kylie, Chucky looks at you, and you blew off his left arm because I was the one holding the knife.
Oh,
And
okay.
he looks back at you and he goes, I got a secret. I'm not really left-handed. And he picks up the knife with his right arm.
I love the opportunity to throw in a Princess Bride quote. That's
I was trying not to do it word for word on purpose, but there you go. And
Thank you.
he picks up the knife again, and now realizing that he is ambidextrous, he runs at you again with the knife. And he does not succeed at hitting you. He charges at you with the knife, and how do you respond to stop him?
Well, I assume I'm still kind of on my knees, so I just kind of roll out of the way. But question, can I tactfully roll toward the axe that CB put down, and then for my action try to chop at Chucky with the axe?
You could. CB, Agent Chandler, where did you happen to drop the axe?
I did throw it. I threw it
Well, that's true.
from
That's
the
right.
middle
You
towards
threw
the
it.
edge of the room. So
But you
I
threw
don't
it
It is
know.
towards me.
lodged. It
Oh,
is
I did.
lodged
I
into
threw
the
it
wall.
towards you,
So
so-
Kylie, if you want to roll towards it, you're gonna have to make an additional strength check to see if you can pull it out of the wall.
Okay, well, so quick question for the keeper. If I were to use an axe as an action, would I be at disadvantage for that? In regards
No,
to
you would not.
Chucky? Okay, so it's just my gun that's the problem. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so yeah, I will do a strength to try to pull the axe out of the wall after I rolled toward it. And my strength was 10, which is almost my 5th, but lower than my half. Wow, I've never rolled this good in this game ever. Wait, actually. Yeah, so yeah, it's 10. Okay.
Okay.
I thought I got 100 for a second, but it's 10 and then a 0.
So you succeed at rolling and then pulling the axe out of out of the wall. But that will be your action for now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
now we go back to Chandler. Chandler, it's like the heavens open up for you. Suddenly you can see colors and shapes. Your sight has returned.
I want to dramatically stand and look towards Chucky and go, "Joke's on you." Wait, joke's on me. I'm not really blind. And then I want to take a nice running swing and full swing bat.
You got your bat on you? Okay, so you're gonna go for the bat.
I think I would have had, because I came in kind of swinging, so I would have set it down. So I may have to pick it up.
Okay, go ahead and roll for brawl.
This is what this character was built for. My brawl stat is 75.
Okay,
So let's see what I roll. That is a 46.
46.
Should I burn
And
luck as a joke just to make it a hard 6? No, it's a 46, so that's a success. Regular
That's a success. Okay. Okay. He also rolled a success for dodging, so he
Can I
happens to.
burn luck
You
to
should've
make it
burned
a
that
hard
luck.
success? Can I post result burn luck to make it a hard success?
I'm gonna say no. You're gonna have to burn it pre to make it. So
Copy
he
that.
gets out of the way. He dodges your bat. All right. Back to him, because you're now clearly a threat again. He's gonna come at you with his knife and try and stab you. He's gonna go for your thigh.
Try to
Oh.
dodge if you can.
Unfortunately, he rolls terribly because he has disadvantage due to his size, and he does not succeed in cutting you at all.
Nice.
So he dodges. Kylie, this is your
totally
opportunity.
forgot
What are you
to
gonna do?
mention-
What was that? CB?
I totally forgot to mention in this dramatic stand and swing, my thighs flexed and my pants ripped off, revealing my booty shorts.
Okay, so I do see that, and I'm like, what? And I don't even have a verbal response to it other than, are you good, CB? And then I am gonna swing my axe again. I am gonna try to mess up Chucky again, and try to, because we've done some damage on him at this point.
Yes.
He's not looking great, so I would like to try to axe him with my.
Axe
would
him
that
to
be?
dinner.
Yeah. That was a 47, and my brawl is 40.
Ooh, okay. So, I'm going to give you the opportunity to burn luck for a regular success, since it's not trying to get a higher level of success, if you want.
How bad is he hurting?
Very badly.
Okay. And CB is pretty close to him as well. CB goes after Chucky goes again, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about this tactically.
Oh no,
see if
CB's going to go after you.
I go next.
Okay. I won't burn luck then. I would like to make the intimidating swing, but my luck is already really low, so I know in the future it's going to be very negative consequences.
All right, so you take a swing and you miss. He gets out of the way. He speedily, with his little scurry, just steps away. All right, Agent CB, your go.
With another quick flex of the thighs, because thick thighs saves Andy's lives, we're gonna just straight up, no nonsense, no quippy lines. Just gonna take another swing with this bat.
Okay,
Nice.
go for it.
That's a 67, so it's a regular success. Not gonna burn. I don't know if I even can, but that's too far to consider burning the odds for.
All right, but because you landed success, he does not get the opportunity. He fails in dodging, and you strike him. And here's the thing: he only had 1 HP left, so it doesn't matter what you roll.
There's a 1.
Perfect. You hit him, and you hit him square in the chest. And if you could like see this like Mortal Kombat style, like fatality, you would see the like X-ray view, and there's his heart, and because you hit him square in the chest, his heart just stops from how hard you hit him.
Yeah.
And he goes kind of flying into the air. Again, he hits the wall. He goes, "Ah!" Psh! Lands back against the wall, falls back down to the ground. And at this point, you start to hear him mumble something.
Stop that boy's mouth.
You hear him say,
Do I have?
He's chanting. We have to stop him.
He's writhing, like he's in pain, like he's kind of like shocked, like how do I describe it? Like he's basically shaking, and you just hear him chant "Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa" over and over again. All right, Kylie, make a power roll.
That's a 25, and my half is 27.
Oh, perfect. Okay, Kylie. So he tried to take over your body, but he failed.
Not
Instead,
today!
you can feel a force trying to embrace around you, but your willpower is so strong, you expel these negative forces and you do not get your body possessed. And you look back over at the doll and it's not moving anymore. You can sense that it is now lifeless and you're free to do as you please in terms of returning Andy or returning home and completing your mission. So, congratulations, you guys won, first off.
Yay!
Just barely.
Just barely. That was close. We're both pretty wounded. As we're walking up the stairs, I'm like, damn, that little doll had a lot more in him than I thought.
So, you guys, I'm gonna assume what you do here. Tell me if you want to do anything different, but you're going to untie Andy, apply some first aid, I'm assuming, and you're gonna bring him home.
Can we
take him for ice cream first?
Yeah, let's take him for ice cream.
Hey kid, you
Can
like ice
we
cream?
lock the doll in like an DEAD evidence case? Just so that way, like, DEAD can study him, because, you know, DEAD
yes, you
is
can.
into that stuff.
You can definitely put him in like an Annabelle style case if you want, you know, for sure. As you're, you said you want to take him for ice cream, Agent CB?
Dude he's been through it. He deserves so. I want to ask him if he wants ice cream first.
Okay. He just looks at you and goes, I want to go home. Where's my mommy?
Okay,
Ice cream
CB.
after.
We'll get ice cream on the way home. We'll get ice cream just for us on the way home.
Okay. Do you guys want to return him to the apartment, like be there to return him to the mom, or do you want to just leave him and have him leave him at the front steps of the apartment?
No,
building?
we're gonna return him to the mom. She thought we were crazy to begin with. Like, might
Yeah,
as
we
well
have to-
return her child.
We have to prove her wrong.
You both walk up or go through the elevator, bring him to the front door of the apartment. The mom she opens the door and she is overcome with joy to see her son return, and she looks at you both and she goes, I had you weirdos pegged so wrong.
It's a common misconception, ma'am.
She goes, I hope you'll forgive me. I guess because of this redheaded doll, I assume that all redheads are evil.
Oh, see, that's a fair assumption.
Just don't say anything at this point. I'm just quiet. I bite my tongue, and I give her a business card for the DEAD issued business card. It says, if there's anything paranormal that ever happens to you again, we'd like you to call us first. Have a good day. Make sure to leave us a review on DEAD's site. We're Agent Kylie and Agent CB. It was a pleasure working with you.
She takes the card. She goes, "Thank you, thank you for returning my son." Oh, and then she shakes him. Goes, "Don't you ever do that to me again." And you close the door, walk away, right off into the horizon, knowing that you've done a great deed. And yes, you can stop for ice cream along the way.
Yes.
And on your next adventure, Kylie, I will let you roll to replenish some of your luck on your next adventure.
Cool. Yay! Thank you, Nick. Thank you, DM Keeper. We
Yeah,
survived. I give CB a
Foiled.
fist bump as we head into the sunset with our ice cream.
And Agent CB does say, "No, Agent Kylie, I know you're not evil, but have you ever wondered why so many evil things happen around you?"
I say, that's a story for another time.
And then credits start rolling.
Yeah, the
And it
credits
just
start
has
rolling.
all of the crew and production is all just Nick.
Yeah, Nick DiPinto. Nick
Associate
DiPinto,
producer
Nick
Nick DiPinto, director Nick DiPinto, storyteller Nick DiPinto, voices by Nick DiPinto.
Evil laugh by Nick DiPinto.
Wow.
Well, Nick, since you wrote this, do you mind if we ask you a couple questions about the creation of this RPG?
Go for it.
Okay, so obviously writing Call of Cthulhu is slightly different format than D&D or Monster of the Week, which you've written a lot of before. What would you say has been some of the challenges or rewards of writing Call of Cthulhu over the other formats you've written in the past?
Yeah, so I would say one of the biggest challenges I faced at the start of this was trying to make sure that there was some flexibility with our villain. In the past, because I'm still new to Call of Cthulhu, it's been my impression that there isn't a lot of flexibility, specifically with the combat when it comes to villains or even your players. And I really wanted to express the idea that you guys are fighting something supernatural. So I decided to grant myself some liberties in writing our villain. So I gave him some extra abilities and gave him a few extra, I gave him some disadvantages based off of build and whatnot. But I tried to focus on his strengths, which include stealth, as you guys noticed. And just like I said, I gave him that extra flexibility. Like when he hits 0 hit points, he will have the opportunity to try and take over one of your bodies, which he unfortunately failed at, but it was still fun to think that could have happened. Yeah, I tried to add a little bit of the supernatural aspect into that part, while still keeping you guys with your real life abilities.
That's really cool. I love that. And then one other question I wanted to ask. I noticed that our setting took primarily place in the toy factory, which was a huge plot point actually in the second Child's Play as well. It's one of the biggest battles happens there. So I was curious what inspired you to make the primary location in the toy factory over maybe the apartment or the streets of Chicago. What was inspiring for you location-wise?
So that's totally coincidental. I actually haven't seen the second Child's Play.
Oh my gosh, you'll love it.
But I wanted to really emphasize, because I noticed at the beginning of the movie, it's really difficult to tell Chucky apart from a regular doll until you finally get that big reveal of his movement. So I added an ability for him called toy mimicry, where he can resemble exactly like an exact copy of a regular good guy doll. So I wanted to really grant him the success of that, which you guys didn't really play much into it, but I still had it there just in case. And so I was thinking to myself, well, what's going to grant him the best way to take advantage of that toy mimicry? And it would be, in a factory or possibly a toy store where there would be other good guy dolls, and it'd be difficult to tell him apart.
That's really cool. I didn't know that you could add perks to that. I did want to ask Chandler one question since he was our agent guest today. This was your first Call of Cthulhu game, right?
It was, yeah.
Tell us just your experience of playing Call of Cthulhu for the first time in a format like this.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is significantly different than what I'm used to playing with like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, where your goal is to actually roll low. And you guys may have heard a few times my frustrations and qualms about how I tend to roll low in D&D, but I can only roll high in Call of Cthulhu, apparently. No, it was really cool. I liked that it was more practical. It felt more grounded. Like every TTRPG has its benefits and its drawbacks. Call of Cthulhu seems a lot more like grounded and better suited for like what might be a more realistic real life, because you have real world skills. That seems like there's less magic involved, and so it's a lot more about like investigation and uncovering clues and things like that, which seems really cool. I think it is more well-rounded of a storytelling device than maybe D&D, where D&D is more of a combat sort of system. So it was really cool to try something different. And I like that there's like built-in different levels of success. So you can succeed, or you can hard succeed, or you can like extraordinarily succeed, which is really cool to have those levels built in.
That's cool. I'm so glad would you play again? Would you play some Call of Cthulhu again?
I would have to strongly advise and recommend we invite my co-host for my podcast, Adam Jeffrey Rossi, because he loves Call of Cthulhu. He actually has been wanting to run a Call of Cthulhu game. Mm-hmm. So maybe you ask and see if he may want to collab with you on something.
We loved having him on for our Frozen campaign, which we'll link fantastic. That and your show below. So that way, Wonderful. They know where to find you guys, and definitely we'll have to have him back for maybe a game of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, I would love to have a game with all you guys again. That would be hilarious. Just to see if you guys could talk me into something else that was ridiculous. That'd be if you succeeded in that, I would enjoy that. Actually, that would be so funny to me.
Yay!
Well,
okay, well, I will close us out if we are ready. First, Nick, did you have any final words about this campaign that you worked so hard on before we leave the campaign?
Not about the campaign, but I do want to express to our listeners, thank you so much for going on this fun adventure with us. And just please, if you will, leave a like or share this podcast with your friends. Leave a comment. Let us know if there's anything you would like to see, or just express your joy listening if you enjoyed this. If you didn't, then maybe you can still put
maybe
that.
Don't tell us. I don't know.
Maybe don't tell us, but no, definitely you can tell us, and we will certainly take that feedback in accordingly. But thank you so much again for listening.
Thank you again, Chandler, for being our junior agent. It was a pleasure working with you, agents side by side, for the first time. Sorry for the insanity. Whoops, I have a habit of killing you now. I'm sorry about that. But thank you, Nick, for the time and energy that you took into writing and creating this masterful RPG. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in, and stay tuned for our next upcoming series. So, all right, that's all from me. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.